wrestling fans, welcome to this edition of Tag Team. I'm your host, Cesar Scorpio, alongside the Invincible E, Vincent.
Hey!
WWE Monday Night Raw from Mexico City. Not live, but from Mexico City here, taped over the weekend, of course.
Yeah.
It was an interesting show. Of course, we had the Mexican crowd who's used to high-flying, high-impact moves.
Yeah.
Not so much here with the Raw style, but entertaining nonetheless. Again, a week before Vengeance, some matches set up, some actual matches designed, and we'll go over that information as this review continues. First thing is first. We had John Laryngitis come out, greet the Mexican crowd, and announce that Rey Mysterio is back. The crowd was excited, but he said back where he...
Yeah, not in Mexico City. He's actually back home because he's still recuperating.
San Diego! Ah ha ha ha. I guess you Mexicans don't have a sense of humor. Really, John Laryngitis? You never heard of La India Maria, or Chispirito, or Chavo del Ocho, nothing like that? Okay, whatever. He's not spending a lot of time in Mexico.
Johnny Ace doesn't know what he's talking about.
Anyway, after that, no sense of humor skit there. He likes to announce that he made a mistake here last week when he was in Oklahoma, and wants to announce that the return of JR.
Yeah. He announced that he made a tragic mistake firing Jim Ross. The WWE fans spoke out, and sometimes, as he put it, using profanity and other harsh language, to indicate that they wanted to see Jim Ross back. So he brought back Jim Ross. Jim Ross comes back in. He goes to the announce table. He shakes hands with he shakes hands with the crowd. Shakes hands with JR. Goes to sit down. John Laurinaitis says, "Wait, I want you to come into the ring." Jim Ross comes into the ring, and he tells him that first of all, he gives him a half-hearted hug,
Photo op,
totally insincere hug, and tells him that he doesn't want him to announce. He actually wants him to be in a match later on that evening against Alberto Del Rio and Michael Cole, and his tag partner will be John Cena. So, sort of good news, bad news.
Right. No, I mean, that's great news. If your partner was John Cena, would you be happy?
Definitely, if he was going to be doing the heavy lifting.
It's John Cena. That's all he does.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a win-win here for Jim Ross. Of course, John Laryngitis is trying to make up for it. Crowd, of course, everybody loves John Cena. But that's the match that's set up as a main event for Monday Night Raw. After that, we have Randy Orton announced before Raw goes to commercial. The crowd reception to Randy Orton, man, they blew the roof off of that place. Yeah,
people were excited. The announcement that Randy Orton was going to be in a match. After the commercial, as it turns out, it was going to be Randy Orton, John Morrison, and Sheamus versus Mark Henry, Christian, and Cody Rhodes.
Right, it's a 3-on-3 tag match. Now, again, these other wrestlers come out. Less of a hoopla here for these guys.
Yeah.
I mean, even though the heavyweight champion Mark Henry made an appearance, not so much of a reaction here from the big man.
Yeah.
This actually ends with a Mark Henry win. Very impressive here what he does to John Morrison. He explain what happened.
Yeah. Mark Henry. Well, the tag match went on normally at first. At one point, Christian and Sheamus got into it, and Christian actually wound up running away. Sheamus chased him. Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes actually got into it. Randy Orton was battling back and forth, and Cody Rhodes interfered in this match. Cody Rhodes started running away. Randy Orton chased him away, and it came actually down to a one-on-one match between Mark Henry and John Morrison. Now, John Morrison is doing all of his parkour tricks, everything he can pull out of the gate. At one point, he ran up on Mark Henry. Mark Henry grabbed him, tossed him in the air, then caught him, and then did the World's Strongest Slam on him. So, very impressive. Very impressive.
Very. Now, it's brought up here by Jerry the King Lawler. It's very unlikely he'll be able to do that to the Big Show at Vengeance.
Not very likely.
Without the cooperation of the Big Show, not likely, like E said. But never say never. We are talking about the world's strongest man here, so who knows? After that, we had some diva action. Eve Torres comes out to the Mexican crowd with Kelly. And also we have Natalya come out with Beth Phoenix, the Diva Champion. Now, it is announced during this match between Natalya and Eve Torres that Eve will compete with Beth Phoenix at Vengeance for a Divas Championship match. So, there we go. We've been preaching it.
Yeah.
Eve's finally getting her title shot.
Time.
All right,
Yeah.
now, Eve Torres ends up winning this match, of course, with, from the top rope, Mexican Lucha Libre style, her famous moonsault, which she hits on Natalya and gets, of course, the W. So, again, we were debating this here before, weeks past. Eve finally getting her title shot. I know you're saying here about time.
Yeah, it's about time. Eve, in my opinion, she's one of the best female wrestlers that they have right now. She's got grappling experience. She's got the moves, she's got the gymnastics, and she's got the look.
Well, I'm sure they didn't bring her to the Mexican crowd, announced it here, and have her in this Monday Night Raw match because she didn't have moves. I mean, when you're playing to the Mexican crowd, you better come in with your
You better
game.
bring everything, and she's got it.
Yeah, she does. Everything. After that, we had CM Punk. He gets involved here in the actual ceremony here of Monday Night Raw in Mexico. When he comes out, the crowd, of course, loves him and CM Punk as well.
Yes.
CM Punk, standing ovation.
Got a great bump, great standing ovation. Everybody was hyped as soon as his music came on. He came out, and the match itself was supposed to be against The Miz. However, The Miz and R-Truth.
He's never alone. Never alone.
Yeah. R-Truth came along with him. R-Truth did his intro song. Before he did the song, what did The Miz tell everybody?
Oh, man. The Miz.
It's like Cállese la boca.
Cállense la boca, which means shut your mouth in Spanish, right?
Yeah.
So, I'm sure he practiced that right before he went out there.
I'm sure.
First thing, as soon as you saw his face, cállense la boca.
Yeah, you had to get that out quick before the short-term memory burns out.
Exactly. So yeah, the song got out. The match, what Vincent said here, was The Miz versus CM Punk. Of course, we had some shenanigans here when CM Punk gets... we forgot. We had a guest ringside.
Yes.
While this match was going on.
Yes. At the very beginning, The Miz got on the mic, started taunting CM Punk a little bit. It looked like it was going to be a rat pack with R-Truth and The Miz going off on CM Punk, when all of a sudden, here comes the game. Then Triple H comes out, just sort of to even things out. He's initially in his suit, but it becomes clear that he's getting ready for action because he drops his jacket, throws his tie on the ground, and he comes down to ringside. Actually gets in the ring right next to CM Punk. This is sort of, I guess, to put people in mind of the fact that there's going to be the tag match between these two groups of people at Vengeance this Sunday.
What a coincidence.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what's going to happen. So, of course, he stays ringside with his new boy, CM Punk. I mean,
they're pals, weren't they? Enemies?
That's what I was going to say.
Mortal enemies, not a month ago. All of a sudden, they're palsy-wowsy. Crazy. Welcome to the WWE. Twists and turns happen quickly here.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Anyway.
Wasn't one of these guys trying to get the other one fired like a month ago?
Either he goes or I go.
Yeah. Wow, the tables turn quickly.
We're buddies now.
We're cool like that.
Anyway, this match ends when, even though we have the R-Truth ringside, The Miz is not enough. We actually have CM Punk getting the W, but then attacked by R-Truth and The Miz. So here we go. Give me the attack.
Yeah. R-Truth and The Miz jump all over CM Punk. Eventually the refs come out. Triple H actually at that point isn't there to help him because during the match, John Laryngitis came out, stopped the match, and said, hold on a second, there's a problem with your immigration paperwork, Triple H. And there's several guys there from immigration. There was apparently some paperwork that was supposed to be filled out. This is exactly what happened to Alberto a little while ago. There's some paperwork that was supposed to be filled out.
Got the idea.
Exactly. That apparently got held up, and Triple H asked the question, gee, I wonder how that happened. Apparently this was John Laurinaitis' responsibility to get this paperwork to Triple H, and it conveniently got lost in the stack in his
I wonder how this happened.
Exactly.
His exact words as he gets escorted here by Customs, apparently here on at the Mexican Arena here. Once that happens, we have Johnny Ace escorting Triple H along with Coffee Man David Otunga as he walks out of the arena.
Have it, lawyer.
CM Punk again wins. We got the attack here, and the skull crushing finale is applied on CM Punk. These guys take turns actually on slamming CM Punk.
Yeah.
Security comes out to break this thing up. R-Truth does his he got basically, CM Punk did.
Yeah.
And then we have The Miz as they're escorting R-Truth out. The Miz gets another skull crushing.
One more time.
Just for good measure. And then he stands there and enjoys it. So that ends. We have, after that, Jack Swagger and Dolph Ziggler, along with Vicky Guerrero, of course, wife of the late, great Eddie Guerrero. But the fans don't seem to care. They hate her nonetheless.
Yeah, they're still booing constantly.
After that, she announces that she is Mexico's version of Angelina Jolie. Wow.
As she put it, without all the bratty adopted kids.
Looks more like India Maria to me. But for those of you who don't know who India Maria is, let's move on. We had the national anthem by Jack Swagger. Now, that didn't go over well with the Mexican crowd either.
Yeah, not quite. No, the all-American decided he wanted to sing America's national anthem. He starts, and it's like really, really...
Let's just say he didn't sound like Whitney Houston.
Really ear-piercing and harsh and shrill. And the crowd in Mexico City they voiced their opinion about it. They started to boo.
Alright, now I gotta start over.
It's like, I lost my place. Now I gotta start over.
Oh, Thay, can you see?
It's like, please stop.
Yeah.
It's like, man. Come on.
Anyway, this broke into a wrestling match because Mexico knows who this man is. Well, thank you to YouTube, again, for getting this guy so famous. Hopefully we follow in his footsteps.
Yeah.
Zack Ryder comes out. Woo-woo. The crowd loves Mr. Woo Woo Woo. And he's up against here Jack Swagger. He actually defeats Jack Swagger pretty quick.
Yeah. Yeah. It was actually, tag match. Zack Snyder. No, Jack Swagger and Dolph Ziggler versus Mason Ryan and Zack Ryder. And
Mason Ryan was in this. Yeah.
Yeah.
How could I forget this guy was in this match?
Gigantic. He's pretty much the real deal. He actually spoke this time. Hey, I'm surprised as you are. One thing that I'm concerned about, Mason Ryan,
sloppy.
A bit sloppy. You gotta get somebody hurt, bro.
Sloppy. His skills are. I mean, he's got of course, the power. Nobody's doubting that, big fella. Yeah. But he does not have the grace and the skill. He doesn't have the tact here to produce a safe wrestling match.
Yeah,
I mean, you worry about R-Truth and The Miz beating people up, but the real safety hazard is Mason Ryan here, slamming people, throwing them up against the turnbuckles, put them up in the air, and not catching them, and it's ugly.
Dolph got kicked a couple of times, and those kicks looked like they made like serious contact on him.
Yeah, this...
Throttle down, champ. Throttle down. Come on. Don't kill anyone.
Well, actually, it wasn't a tag team match, because what happens here is Dolph Ziggler is put into a match after he says, "You're in a match with me right now."
Okay.
So Mason Ryan...
there was actually two matches.
Yeah,
that's right.
Two matches. So Mason Ryan gets his on Dolph Ziggler by applying, what do you call that here? The world's strongest sidewalk slam? Basically, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it tilts the world. It turns into like a cat slam. Pretty sick.
Well, yeah, the guy from Wales, he has yet to name it, but again, I'm sure Michael Cole will name it something soon. World's strongest sidewalk slam. We'll give it an acronym here.
Yeah,
something like that.
We'll
go with that. After that, we had Ricardo Rodriguez announcing Del Rio for the main event. Now, of course, Del Rio, hometown guy, not from Mexico City, but home from Mexico, the country, nonetheless. The fans were kind of mixed here at first on receiving Del Rio. Of course, we understand he took off his mask when he got to America. The fans still apparently have not forgiven him for that.
Yeah, he's getting a very mixed reception there. Some people were cheering, some people were booing. So
it got a little testy there. But again, this was a match with him, Michael Cole. We had JR come out, of course, with the old Oklahoma music, the drum rolling. Yeah. And then who else but John Cena? The lid again blows off when Cena comes out. I'm sure, as you were mentioning here, good to see that reception, right? Yeah. John Cena actually got a stronger positive reception in Mexico City than he's been getting lately in the States. It says something. It says something, you know. Says he's washed up. Oh, why are you being hurtful? That's what happens. I still say they need to give this kid some time off. Kid, he's almost my age. But yeah, just give him some time away so people can miss him, and then bring him on back. But one man's opinion. Whatever. That's it. I mean, we're for other guys, but again, this is their mule. This is the WWE's horse. Throw it on his back. You want to win? Put Cena in. Yeah, that's the way they see it. So I guess it's working for him. He's going to get his next title shot, which is probably going to be his 11th title reign. Again. So 11 times. That just sounds ugly. Again, this match ends where John Cena finally gets the attitude adjustment on Michael Cole. Yeah. I mean, John Cena was getting abused here by Del Rio from the beginning of this match. Yeah. But then John Cena reverses the situation when Del Rio goes off the top rope and misses. Okay. Great thing Del Rio tags Michael Cole. Yeah. Alberto Del Rio's like, I had enough. Tags Michael Cole. And then heads off into the sunset. John Cena grabs Michael Cole. Don't hurt me. Brings him into the ring. Please, don't hurt me, bro. He curls up into a ball, almost in a fetal position. And Jim Ross makes his opinion known that he'd really like to get in the ring at this point in time. So while after John Cena throws the attitude adjustment on Michael Cole, right after that, Jim Ross comes in and tunes his ankle up for him. And of course, Michael Cole taps immediately. So there you go. The stipulation for the match here at Vengeance belongs to John Cena. John Cena then begins to attack Del Rio. Hey, buddy, the match is over. Yeah. What are you doing? Yeah. But he turns. I don't say turning heel, but I mean he is attacking one of Mexico's favorite sons in his hometown, and the match is over. Yeah. What's going on here? I don't know. I don't know if it's a slight heel turn, perhaps. Who knows? Something to spice things up. He finally brings up after counting 1, 2, 3 multiple times. In case you haven't gotten the picture, this is a last man standing match for Vengeance. So there we go. Stipulation is set. We have a last man standing between Del Rio and John Cena, which I, of course, favors John Cena because I don't picture that fool going down for 10 seconds. Yeah. We'll see what ends up happening. He's more than likely going to be the 11-time WWE champion. Shouldn't be this predictable. Yeah. We'll see what happens. Shouldn't be wrong. We'll find out. We'll find out. But again, Vengeance this Sunday on pay-per-view, but also you can follow live coverage on UnifiedWrestling.com. Also, don't forget, we will have a review show following Vengeance this Sunday, so stay tuned for that. For myself, Cesar Scorpio, Invincible E Vincent, thank you very much for watching. See you guys after Vengeance. Take care.